doing a lot of performing. He's actually the oldest performing strongman to this day right now. He is darn near 70 years old. Slim the Hammerman, Slim Foreman. And I think he is in the Philadelphia, New Jersey sort of area is where he lives. He was famous for sledgehammering, the sledgehammers really. He worked in a gravel pit since he was in his teens, and they broke stones the old-fashioned way with a sledgehammer, just beating on them. Very strong, wiry individual. He would walk in this room unless you knew who he was. He would not stand out in the crowd, other than a 6'4", 6'5". So he was a very tall individual, but a very lean and thin individual. Probably has the strongest tendons in the world, I would say. He got into levering sledgehammers off the ground. So, you know, everybody's like, oh, pick the sledgehammer up off the ground. Okay, no problem. We're going to pick it up with that end by tilting it back. This is a 12-pound sledge. This is one where, again, you can come out, give this a try. This is one that Slim made famous. In there. This is where we had some fun.
Oh.
So, yeah, you're not allowed to do it.
You don't get put out.
So,
How heavy is that? 8 pounds?
It's a 12-pound sledge. So, not a bad. I have a 20 at home, but I knew that probably wasn't going to happen off the ground today. You just got to know your limits sometimes. All right. This next one I have never done before. So we're going to see what happens.
So to put yourself out there.
Yeah, you know what? Nothing like a crowd.
Drink the special juice.
Yeah. Yeah, so, but I've seen it done. So I really don't know what's going to happen. I'm hoping it works. If nothing else, you'll see me struggle some more.
Is this mom's too?
This was an old one of mine that I had saved up just for this purpose, and was like, well,
What the hell?
today's the day that it gets to be rolled up. So we'll see what we can't do with the old frying pan.
Unbelievable.
Come on now.
Come on, Andrew. Good.
It's just...
Perfect.
Oh, wow.
I'm seeing a little tighter, but not too bad for my first time. Pass that one around.
Yes.
All right. Oh, we got the fun. That's sort of my version of the Thomas Inch dumbbell. That is pretty world famous. Thomas Inch dumbbell. They call it the inch dumbbell. Everybody thinks, oh, it's inch because the handle's big, but obviously it's not a 1-inch handle. It's a 2.5-inch handle. Thomas Inch was a British strongman. The dumbbell was actually an accident that he had somebody make up for him. He had to make a dumbbell and it came out wrong. So it was a 2.5-inch diameter handle, 172-pound dumbbell. Probably for over 100 years, Thomas Inch was the only individual that could lift it off the ground. And he could actually lift it off the ground and press it overhead. To my knowledge right now, there are 3 individuals in the world walking around that have picked it up with a single arm, put it to the shoulder, and gotten it overhead on a single arm. I think it's Doug Henry. I think Phil Pfister's done it, and one other individual has completed that feat. So just picking it up off the ground is a huge feat. If anybody can stand up with a single arm with this one, I'll give you $100 cash. No questions asked. You just got to stand up with it.
One hand.
One hand. Yeah, 2 hands easy.
Gee, everybody's going, okay.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, 100.
I
But
want to get the rules straight.
the fun one with this one is a buddy of mine, Zach Coulter, lives down in Temperance, Michigan, made this up. There's a few of them running around. This one's actually got a 1/16 of an inch bigger handle, and this one weighed out on my scale at 185 pounds. So it's bigger handle, and whatever the math is, 13 pounds heavier than the actual inch. For me, it comes up on occasion. It doesn't always come off the ground, so we'll see if it'll come up today. Feel free to come and give that a try.
Come on, Blackburn.
You can be one of 3 individuals walking around. Jed Johnson of the Diesel Crew has yet to lift that, which I'm very happy to say, because he's a very strong individual, and an idol of mine in the grip world, so I got him on one thing. Chad Woodall out of Atlanta, who's won the the Strongest Hands in America championship the last 2 years. He can also lift it. I will be meeting those guys August 30th for this year's determining factor as to who has the strongest hands in America.
Andrew.
And I'm working on it, so.
If he give it a try.
Oh yeah. Definitely come on up and grab it. If you want, Sean, give me that.
All right, it's gutsy, but here we go. We're all with you.
Yeah,
But you're on your
That's
own.
the worst that can happen.
Yes.
Nothing you don't
Yeah,
do.
yeah, I mean,
Right.
Go
How
deep.
do I carry it?
What? Just stand, just pick it up, stand to a full deadlift, and
He makes it sound
That's
really
Casino.
easy, but I've
It's
tried.
$100, man.
yeah, yep. Be happy to give it to you.
Not so stoned.
Yeah. Quick feet make for happy feet.
That's what he said.
Come on, Pete.
Can I carry it?
If you can pick it up and carry it, you're a better man than I am.
Pick it up and carry it. One arm?
All you gotta do is straighten up.
One hand deadlifted.
It's just a straight up deadlift.
Nice.
Almost. Get it?
Nice.
Get it?
Got it.
Oh, man. Nice shot. Hands are big enough.
The hunk of metal right there.
Yeah, moved it. Nice, Pete. Good try, man.
Very well done. Very well done. Anybody else? I mean, seriously, once we get done, I mean, come on up, check it out. I mean, that is a strong individual right there. So, nothing, no love lost for not being able to do that. This is another sort of famous object. It's known as the blob. It's half of a 100-pound dumbbell with one of the York dumbbell originals. These are really rare these days. There's people that are casting some duplicates, but finding the actual halves are quite rare. I think, is it Bob that you were saying that you saw one? Somebody said they were seeing one.
Yeah, I saw one on eBay for like $1,000.
It was, yeah, Scott saying they saw one online on eBay for $1,000. And people are paying that just to get a hold of one. I was lucky and fortunate enough to get a hold of one out of a guy in Columbus for a lot less. So.
You just have one, Andrew?
I just have one of these. So this one doesn't always come off the ground as well. It's another hard one. It's these edges slope sideways, so it's an odd pinch working with the thumb and everything else. So we'll see what.
Wow.